So we were coming up with a topic for a live discussion, and Justin Beaver and I had discussed work life and family life, which sounds like a topic that's been talked about several times, and it has been talked about several times, but it's something I don't think a lot of us have really come to grips with, really how that works, what it is we give up when we go for that next level of success, or maybe even just an average level, just to make ends meet, what you give up to do that, and how we're very willing to use our rhetoric, use our words to try to cover for ourselves in this life, in this area. And I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I think some of you do. Some of the younger ones may not here, especially the single guys and girls that are out there in the field. But family men and women that are out there working in the trades can probably understand this pretty well. And that's why we're going to have a discussion on this very subject tonight. Justin and I talked about it. We really wanted to bring in a couple guys who would have knowledge in this subject and knowledge with the struggle that is work and family life balance. And those people we chose is Tersh Blissett, who is a business owner. We talk to him periodically on the podcast, and Brent Ridley, another guy we talk to periodically on the podcast. Both of these guys have families with multiple children. Some of the children require special attention. And so it takes a lot of time. I think there's 6 kids in between the two of them. I have 4 kids. Justin has 3 kids. So there's a lot of family members out there. We're all with our original wife, which we've managed to do even though we were in the trades for a long time. I was in the trades for, 20 plus years. I forget exactly how many. It's 20-something, 26 years. And those guys have been in about the same amount of time. I think a couple of them are a little bit younger than me. In fact, now that I think about it, I think I'm the oldest one in the group. But we've made a life out of being in the trades. And for most of that, it's been in the field or owning a business. And to go through that, to experience that and keep your stuff together, keep your family together, keep them happy, that's a chore. That's very difficult. So I wanted to have that discussion a little bit more raw, a little bit more with the guys who experienced some of the pitfalls, some of the downturns, and experience some of the successes that they use to cope with this whole family work-life balance. Because, guys, when we get to the end of the day, we only get one shot at this. So I would like to invite you guys to watch that tonight on our Man with Issues channel, which I'll put a link to in the description of this video. I'll put a link to the event itself. So if you want to go to it, I think you can click on that link, and there's a remind button if you're watching this before the event goes live, which is Sunday. What day is today? Let's see. Let me check real quick. Sunday the 15th. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're before then, you'll see a remind link or a reminder. Hit that, and it'll let you know whenever we go live. It'll send you an email. I hope you guys check it out. I hope you get into the live chat and help us discuss this subject, because this is in many ways more important than any technical subject, any business, or any sales subject that we could discuss. This is the number one, because this life is not about how much money you make, despite what people think. It's not about how much work you can do. It's about your family. And for me, I'm not going to get into the religious aspects, but for me, that's what it's about. Conveying that legacy and getting that legacy passed down to my children. And you can't do that if you're in a truck somewhere else. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it, because you can't not go to work. That's absolutely not an option. But what is the balance that we need? Hit the description. Check it out tonight, and hopefully we'll see you there.